I heard the most spiritual thing ever, and I am going to translate it for you into easy psychology. So, I heard someone saying that identity is an entity, meaning it's ID and entity, as Freud said, and this entity has a personality. And think about it, when you were born as consciousness, as awareness, and people gave you an identity. Society gave us an identity. They told you from the minute that you were born what is your name, what your name will be, what religion you belong to, who you should love, who you should hate. They made you believe that money can only work in a specific way. Society told you what your identity should be. So, technically, your traumas dictated what kind of experience you could live. Because if we come to think about it, if you grew up with a narcissistic or a schizophrenic parent, they had so many weird beliefs. And even to this day, all that trauma that you experienced, even in your mother's womb, they will dictate, these traumas will dictate your experiences. And because of these experiences, we have certain agreements with the world. Agreements that we can say that they are actually belief systems, as we do psychologists say. And you would think about this belief system because they will manage your reality. You will think that these belief systems are actually keeping you alive. But what many call generational curses are actually transgenerational inheritance. In reality, even in everybody knows about Hitler, for example, but in reality, epigenetically, you express the same thing that the ancestor did in a slightly lighter manner. Not the belief system only, but so much more. You can experience even certain circumstances, because we have studies that if the ancestors was Jewish and ended up in a gas chamber, the descendant, even the third generation descendant, will forget to pay his gas bill, for example, because it made it survive to be far away from gas. Or if the ancestors starved, like in the Dutch hunger, the descendant cannot make money because unconsciously they will identify with that family identity that we have to be in hunger. But this is much more than just family constellations, because I am talking to you about epigenetics. And when you decide who you are, then your sort of to say identity or entity will speak through you, what you will bring from your ancestral line. So who is your real self? If you come to think about it, in quantum physics, the observer effect is real, meaning that when you can observe your reality, you can become the observer of this identity, of this entity. That is the real you, the consciousness that you were born. Spiritual teachers have been talking about this for many, many years. But today, epigenetics and biopsychology also prove it. So if you want to know a lot more about this and how to balance your hemispheres, because you have to if you want to get to a higher timeline and to be more aware and to get off this identity of yours, then I welcome you to my neurosomatic lineage online mentor course. And if you want something more, then you can come to my YouTube channel, Integrated Self, where I showed you how our generational trauma impacts us through celebrities. I have done for Michael Jackson, Britney Spears, and Marilyn Monroe, I think. So my channel is new. Start coming to my channel. Please like it and subscribe, and see you on my next video.